so filler content. Today we have some squats and deads. A lot of fucking weight on the squats. So the way this program works is this week, it's some heavy weight for sets of 1 to 4. And then you take the amount of sets or reps that you were able to complete, and then you throw that in the RP calculator. And then the next week, max out week, you kind of have options. You can either just go for, you know, a new max if you're feeling it, or the option is take the number that you got after calculating, you know, what your single should be. So like, for example, if I were to get this for 2, plug that into the RP calculator, you know, we did 2 and it was at RP whatever, and then we get a single, like our projected max for that. Then if I'm not feeling it, I could go in and then just do that single, you know what I'm saying? Or you could just deload, you know, use that week to deload and then hit up that program again, rerun it, you know what I mean? So this is just filler shit. This is just because like we didn't want to just take another like month or so off of the deadlifts and squats. If we eventually want to compete in just a powerlifting competition, we got to be doing the squats and deadlifts, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to just neglect them again for over a month. So we're just doing them to stay in shape with them. I have no plans to do, you know, max out on them next week, you know what I'm saying? This is about the 500-pound bench, you know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, sharing that information just so you guys know what we're getting into for the squats. It's a set of 1 to 4 with this heavy shit, you know what I mean? And then next week, you know, 500-pound bench is our main objective, so we're gonna be trying that. Forget about all the single shit and stuff like that. I just felt like sharing some information. You know, so we're not doing the whole, let's plug in our fucking, because we have to do 445 for bench 1 through 4. We're not doing that whole, let's plug in, you know, this shit into the RB calculator. No, we're going for 500 fucking regardless. I would love to hit up 445 for a set of fucking 4, because if we can do that with the elbow wraps, our projected max on the RP calculator would be 500 pounds, 499, but you know, 500 pounds basically. And that'd give me a lot more confidence, but I feel like we'll be fine either way, because I really have been working on just having the utmost confidence when I go into shit. And I really feel like I've been making good progress to the point where I might be a little bit nervous here and there, but as soon as I get ready and put the headphones on, the music in, I'm locked in and I have no doubt in my mind that we can do this. Anyways, filler squats, filler 525 pounds for a filler 1 to 4 reps. Oh, you beautiful big bitch. It's go time. Oh yeah, it's fucking light. I felt like technique could have been better, you know what I mean? Better stabilization before we go into the rep, you know what I mean? Better posture, all that, but all around good, because it's been over a year since we've been able to do weight of this caliber for more than 1 rep. It's been over a year since we've been able to go in this with confidence that we can do it for more than 1 rep. Over a year since we've been able to do this weight, put down the weight and feel fine and have nothing going on in our partial tear. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping to get 4, but that's just the overachiever in me, because I already plugged in what would 4 feel like or be like in terms of our 1 rep max if we could do that, and it said 600, a little bit over 600. So I was hoping I could get 4 and be like, but that's the overachiever in me. I'm not too upset about it. Bless you. I'm not too upset about it, just because I do, the fuck? I do understand that it is kind of unrealistic, considering this is the first time in over a year since we've done squats in a program and didn't have to just like do heavy weight and focus on recovery. This is the first time that we've done squat seriously in any program, and it's only been 5 weeks. So it'd be a little bit insane that after all that time, especially we were going into the program, it had been 3 months since we just straight squatted in general. It'd be really unrealistic for me to just take 5 weeks considering all that and already be back up to 600, which is our all-time PR. But that should be around like 5, because I feel like if I had a little bit better posture and whatnot, I feel like we definitely could have done one more. So I'd say that was like RPE 9.5, probably bring us to like 570, 575. So considering everything I just stated, it's really dope. I know it's not about the squats, it's about the bench, but that is really fucking dope that we're in a really, really good spot for squats, and we haven't even been focusing on that. But now we're gonna get all this off and just do some light sets of 4 with the deadlifts. All right, so we now got some pretty light sets with the deads. Definitely doing these hook grip. I've been kind of like forcing myself to, well, not forcing myself, but kind of just like being a bitch and using the straps, just because the sets of deadlifts I've been having to do are really fucking heavy, and just like going from heavy squats to like fucking 600-pound deadlift for reps, doing that hook grip just sounded like absolute misery. So I've been using the straps, but this is light enough weight to where I feel like we can get back into the swing of hook grip. Dude, the one nasty thing about getting back into hook grip is just like the pain, man. Like, you just unfamiliarize yourself with the pain of hook grip, and then you get back into it and you're like, wow, this fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no biggie. It's light 470, 475 actually. I didn't feel like doing the whole calculations to get to 470. It was just a lot easier if I just got the 70 or the 35s and did 475. We also got a live audience as well. This guy right here. He's gonna make sure that we're doing shit right and not being a pussy and getting out the straps. It's like not even bad, it's just the fucking thumbs. But we got one more set of 2. And then I'd say that was a really good filler day with the squats and deads. Live audience, come here and say hi to the camera. He's gonna be here for the last set, 490 pounds. Again, kind of estimating up, you know what I mean? This shit's kind of too heavy. I need something to challenge me like a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, 490 for a set of 2 for this last set. Telling you, that leg drive is getting fucking nasty. I feel like, I don't know, I kind of fuck with this program. I appreciate it. But I think that when it comes to like, you know, moving forward and going for crazy PRs and shit like that, I think I'm gonna stick with programs that have some really heavy weight in them. I feel like I benefit, I mean, it's only been 5 weeks, and I feel like my squat and deadlifts have gotten better like tenfold just from like having a small block where it's hypertrophy based, and then having the next block being like not just heavy but like really heavy weight. You know what I mean? I feel like that really benefits me a lot than kind of just like, you know, other programs that are like 10 weeks long, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, like fucking 4 or 5 weeks of more just like hypertrophy type shit, and then 4 or 5 weeks of like building up to some heavy shit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely gonna keep in mind, you know, just like how I felt throughout this program, because it definitely is different. Like, you have 2 weeks and then it kind of just throws you into the fire with some heavy shit, you know what I mean? As opposed to the 10-week programs that I run, where it's a lot more casual build up to that heavy weight. You're not really going OD heavy till like maybe the last 2 to 3 weeks of your program. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but anyways, it's a good little filler day today. All-time rep PR post-injury for the squat, and then deadlifts just feel fucking phenomenal. So until tomorrow, where we are back to the main event bench, and I'm really hoping that tomorrow goes well, because that's gonna be the ultimate confidence booster going into the 500 pounds, and it's gonna be the last like day where we can actually like do bench and build that confidence, because there's no bench for the rest of the week. So until then.